Hello and welcome back to the final episode of the 2024-2025 season with Blackburn Rovers, obviously Football Manager 2018. We've got just 2 matches today. Mathematically, we can still get playoffs. But it requires Birmingham, Bournemouth, Sunderland, Sheffield Wednesday, Watford and Derby to slip up. So I don't know whether it is actually mathematically possible, because all it will take is if Bournemouth are playing a Sunderland, then it's pretty much done. Let's jump straight into the game then. First up is Aston Villa. They're down 17th or something like that. They're not fighting for anything. I think they're too far away from being relegated. This is the team and formation that I'm going to go for. So I'm changing it up. I'm going for a 4-3-3 because we can't really do much. And 3 strikers always seems to be quite good. It seems to always produce results, so that's what I'm going back to. It's based off the Blackburn formation that I was playing at the start of the season and last season, I think. So in goal we've got Carlos Carreras, who's going to play as a sweeper keeper now as opposed to a normal keeper. Back four of Jamal, Capone, Bullistix and Simpson. Midfield trio of deep lying playmaker Gasser on the left, Fenton as an advanced playmaker in the middle, Giuseppe Iglio as a Carrilero on the right hand side. 3 strikers of Okdina, Damjanov and Joey Seens. Damjanov, for some reason, can play as a complete forward, and I don't know why. A few things that have been going through my head. Do I continue this save? And that is, do I continue as the Blackburn manager? Do I leave Blackburn, take another job somewhere else? Or do I just say, at the end of the season, let's stop this save, let's move on to something new, let's try something else? I'm not sure yet. It's still up in the air. Hopefully, by the end of this episode... Hold on, Paul Okdina's almost scored a goal there. Galini makes a save. Hopefully, by the end of this episode, I will have come to a decision, because if we lose 2 games, I'll probably just leave Blackburn. Damjanov with a free kick, edge of the area. He's hit it over the bar. Just 9 minutes on the clock. We're looking good for our new formation. Other games that are going on, I think it might mean that we can't qualify. Seens plays it out. Jamal, there's obviously the 3 strikers in the box. Joey Seens has one. He's hit it just over the bar. We've had 3 very good chances so far. Corner to be taken by Fenton. Hurahan gets it clear. Okdina's going to chase it down. Who now, he's back to being ginger and white, which is always good. Gasser to Iglio. Damjanov now with the ball. Plays it in the middle. Iglio gets it back. Gasser out to Stevie Simpson, who I think he's much better as a wing-back. Okdina's at the back post. Paul Okdina makes it 1-0, 27 minutes on the clock. We need to win the next 2 games, 4 goals in the positive at least. Corner for Villa. Grealish takes it, Worrell's there, and Rajcevic scored. That was their first highlight and their first goal. We've had like 6 highlights and 1 goal. They've had 1 highlight and 1 goal. And Rafael Capone has now got himself injured. It's just not going well. Right, Capone off, Sportelli on. Let's jump straight back into the game. That is probably the last that we'll actually see of Capone. It looks like it's going to be half-time. It is half-time at 1 apiece. Not the best. We should have scored 3 goals early on. Team talk was terrible. Let's just keep playing. Can you tell that I'm not really invested in this game now? Because there is no point. There is no point in these last 2 matches because I'm not playing for anything. The 2 teams that I'm playing against, I don't think are playing for anything either. Galini with a free kick outside the area. Terence isn't going to get there. Jamal does. Gasser controls it. Ball forward to Damjanov. Damjanov tries to play through to Joey Seens, but it's been deflected. Galini again over the halfway line. Bullistix wins the header. Joey Seens gets it. Takes it out wide. Is he going to run it past his man? He's going to try. He's crossed it in. Damjanov's there, and Damjanov scores a header. It is 2-1. Interestingly, looking at the league table, mathematically it's still possible. Right now, if everything stays the same, mathematically it is still possible. No, it's not. Bournemouth are now. I think they've scored another goal or something. I don't know. Bullistix gets the ball. Probably going to play it back to the keeper, which is risky. He's not. He's cleared it upfield. Gasser. Fenton. Gasser gets it. Gasser didn't have the ball a minute ago. Okdina to Damjanov. Damjanov's got Seens next to him. Damjanov should. How? How can you miss those? It's 1-on-1 with the keeper. Corner for Villa. Grealish takes it. Worrell gets it. Hurahan has an effort. It's in. It is Rajcevic again He's just a poacher. That's all he's done. He's not done anything to earn those 2 goals. He's just stood there, been at the right place at the right time, and managed to poke it in. 72 minutes. Throw on from Jamal. Fenton. Iglio. Iglio's got scenes making a run. Damianov gets it just about. Damianov, I'm assuming Stevie Simpson's out there to the right. Scenes doesn't get there. Worrell back to the keeper. Galini. Galini's being chased all the way. Coughlin? Hurahan. Brunnett. Ricevic, 2 goals. He's on a hat-trick. Terence Brunnett again over the top. Jack Grealish, the 2 corner taker for both the goals. And what a mess. What an absolute mess. What can I even do here, right? I don't even know who to blame. Who's at fault there? I don't think anyone was really at fault. We were just not good at football. Bullestics has dropped down to a 6.2, so we've subbed both our defenders now. Iglio can come off as well for Hobbs low. No, for Hobbs low. Why does that not work? How long has this game been out for now? Players deep line playmaker on support. Sure, we'll have 2 of them. Throw on for Villa. Grealish gets it. Conor Hurahan being tackled by the referee. Ricevic. Carlson. Carreras makes a save. It's 3-2. He's just awful. I reckon by the end of this, we might actually be closer to the relegation zone than the playoffs. Hobbs low, nicks in there. Gasser gets it from Fenton. Gasser's ball forward wasn't very good. Scenes with a little tackle. Tries again, doesn't do it. Grealish's ball forward to that man's name, not a chance. Gasser to Hobbs low. Fenton's ball forward is just deflected straight off Conor Hurahan. Damianov's 1-on-1 with the keeper though, and he can't score. He just cannot score goals. Damianov, what is up with you as a footballer? Is there like a key stat that you're missing? Corner comes in. Hobbs gets it as it's deflected clear. Gasser to Sportelli in the middle to Gasser once again. We're going backwards. Alfie Jones, Fenton, Hobbs low needs to get it in the area if he can. Gasser, edge of the area, had a go. Awful. Did I mention that was awful? Goal kick from Galini, upfield to Carlson. Carlson's just gone round 2 players like they're not even playing football. He's going to cross it in. Ricevic is there. Seriously? He was offside? A foul? I don't know. This is just horrific. Throw on for Jamal. 1 minute of normal time to play. Gasser gets it. Fenton. Hobbs low. Damianov in the area. He's put it in. We're going to get a point out of this, maybe. Point isn't enough. So, with that in mind, we're going to go overload. 5 minutes of injury time, and it looks like it's mostly just going to disappear. Brunnett. Taylor. Carlson's ball forward. Ricevic is just not being marked. He's just not being marked. The guy who scored a hat-trick is not being marked because he's not going to score any more than 3, is he? Carlson, corner in. Sportelli gets it. Joey Seens is back there defending. Gives away another corner. 50 seconds to play. 30 seconds to play. Carlson's corner again. Sportelli gets it clear. Worrell's going to run onto it. Running all the way back to the halfway line. Stick a foot in. Somebody. Jamal gets it clear. No one's... Oakdene a tackle. Oakdene didn't want to tackle him. And Sportelli's getting it further upfield. Jones has gone through the side of him. Sportelli forward to Gasser. Just about. Gasser's ball to Jamal. Jamal's ball over the top. Oakdene is running onto it. He's not going to be quick enough. Lesege back to Galini. Galini's kick upfield. 1 second left. It is full time. It's a 3-3 draw. The season is definitely 100% over. And it was just awful. Don't be too hard on the team. No, that was rubbish. You were rubbish. Always be hard on the team. When you concede 3 soft goals like that, be hard on them. Bullestics is going to get a fine. Capone is out for 2 to 3 weeks, so that is the last we've seen of Rafael Capone. Alfie Jones reveals my fury because I'm an angry man. Xavier Bullestics, your last 3 games, when you've played the majority of them, actually, let's include the last 4, your highest rating has been a 6.4. That's just awful. Poor performance in general. Can I... No. What am I doing? Come on. Interaction. Discipline 4. Poor performance. 2 weeks. Yes. Because you're awful. You feel your fine was unfair? Look at the league table. You're part of the problem. Final game of the season then is going to be Huddersfield. I think the playoffs have actually all been decided. They haven't. Huddersfield are in there though, so this is a team that doesn't matter if they win or lose, so they'll probably win again. Final game of the season time. Huddersfield, who are in the playoffs, they are actually qualified for the playoffs, as I mentioned a minute ago. We, at best, we can finish 11th. That is, let's have a quick check. Where am I? What am I doing? Let's go there. No. Where am I going? Club? That one. So, finishing 11th would be our worst performance since I took over. Obviously, the League One season, we finished second in League One, which is obviously lower than 11th in the Championship. But the difference is, we were in League One. We couldn't get any higher, really. The starting lineup we're going to go for then for the final game of the season is completely different. In goal is Johnny Davison. Back four, Steve Simpson as the right back. I think he's the only surviving player. Left back is going to be Ben Treacher. Mark Durand and Alfie Jones are the two central defenders. Midfield of Michael Gasser, Vasil Lup and Henry Wilcock. Strikers of Niall Ennis, Allen and Trevor Mills. Can you see I've got a bit annoyed and I've just decided to replace everybody. Also, it doesn't actually matter if we win, lose or draw this game because we are finishing 12th or 11th. At best 11th, it's going to be 12th. We all know this. Some of these players have not played a game in the league at the very least for probably the best part of a year. Vasil Lup, I know for one. Niall Ennis has been injured for a very long time as well. Wilcock, who he was out on loan last season, hasn't really played much. Niall Ennis has picked up an injury. 11 minutes in, Niall Ennis has picked up an injury. Right, so he's going to get sold in the summer. Gasser gets the ball, tries to cross it in. Lacetti gets it back to Woodman. Woodman's clearance upfield. Mark Durand with a header. Roberts, though, forward to Callum Wilson, which is a great signing for them. Kolar in the penalty area, hits it just wide. The new gen winger from, I'm going with the Czech Republic. Davison with a goal kick. This is confusing me because I can't remember half the players that I picked. Ennis, still injured. He's unable to cut out the pass. It wasn't a pass. Kolar gets the ball. He's gone round Stevie Simpson. Keeps going forward. Wilson's in the penalty area if he can find him. He does find him. Wilson puts it in the back of the net. We're 1-0 down. We are finishing 12th. And since the goal, nothing's happened. There's a highlight just before half-time. Gray for Huddersfield. Been tackled by Gasser. Treacher to Lup, who is actually transfer listed because he's not very good anymore. Wilcock to Allen. Allen to Ennis. Ennis needs some options or he's going to get kicked in the foot where his injury is. Lup again. Ennis in the penalty area. No, Ennis has an effort. It's saved by Woodman, the goalkeeper. Going to be a corner. I don't know who's going to take the corner. Wilcock is the player to do it. Durand's at the back. For some reason, took it away from the goal. Ennis, Gasser, put it in. Gasser, just inside the penalty area, smashes it over the bar. Half-time, it's 1-0. Team talk, I don't know. I mean, yeah, sure, just say words to people. Not you. Ennis is on a 6-point bloody one. Ruzic, you've never heard of this guy, have you? Jovan Ruzic is coming on to make his debut. He's only just got a squad number. I would show you him as well, but I feel like it's probably more interesting to not, unless he scores. Throw on for Huddersfield. Roberts to Kolar. Kolar to Wilson in the area. Knocks it away. Lacetti to Gray. That was a misplaced shot if I ever saw one, but Gray gets on the end of it. It's 2-0 to Huddersfield. We are just going down with a whimper. Roberts' free kick over the bar. Vasil Lup's picked up an injury as well. Yeah, we are finishing this season on just like a complete whimper. We're not even trying anymore. I know this match is kind of a little bit stupid because I've changed all my players, but the previous probably 5 or 6 games, we've just been average. Roberts in on goal, hits it just wide. We're not making any chances. Are we... so many highlights, I can't even get the chance to look at the league. Goal kick upfield, Ruzic, the blonde player. That's all I know about him. Allen's 1-on-1 with the keeper. He's put it in, it's 2-1. That is Allen's 3rd goal of the season. Against his former club. I didn't know that, that's good. So looking at the league table, we are definitely going to be finishing 12th place. The only way we can finish any higher is if we win this game. And with 20-odd minutes left to play and no more goals being scored, it's not going to happen. 10 minutes left. John Flanagan's going to come on. That's right, he's still here. He still exists. Paul Oakdean is also going to come on for Trevor Mills, who I don't think we've even seen this game. Into injury time, 4 minutes of it in total. It looks like it's going to end 2-1. This second half has been very, very disappointing. Stats-wise, it looks like we've done 20 fouls. How can we do 20 fouls? That's insane. A 2-1 victory for Huddersfield, or a 2-1 defeat against Huddersfield, I guess is the probably better way of putting it. In case you were interested, this is Jovan Rozic. He's 22 years old. He's Serbian. He's got 1 month left on his contract. It's his first and only game for Blackburn Rovers because he's getting released at the end of the season. So that is it. That is the end of the season, and it's just awful. It was not awful. I think on paper, can we check where were we expected? Considering we got to the playoff final last year, season preview. So they expect us to finish 10th, so it was worse than what we were expected. But it's still... We got to the playoff final last year and lost, disappointingly, to not even be close to getting playoffs. It's just terrible. And I think it shows how terrible our season has been when the overall best 11, one player has made it in on the bench. He's made it in on the bench. That's it. Jamal is the only player from this season who's made any form of impact, and he's been here for 2 years. So probably half of that was last season. End of season awards. Michael Gasser, Fans Player of the Year. Goal of the season goes to Andrei Damianov. Signing of the season is the goalkeeper. Gasser, Young Player of the Season. 15 goals for our top goal scorer for a player who basically didn't play many games. Or didn't score a huge amount of goals. 11 in 27. Last season he got 27 in 44. I mean, drastic change in those two performances from him is ridiculous. Gasser was the highest average rating, Scenes and Damianov 9 assists apiece, Tarasi with 89% pass completion, Gasser and Oakdina with 4 Man of the Match awards, Simpson with 10 yellow cards, that's a lot of yellow cards, and Iglio getting sent off twice. I've just read at the top there, the club is rightly proud of having produced the likes of Steve Simpson, Adam Fenton, Clive Todd and Paul Oakdina, in which will go down as a true golden generation. I had a golden generation, I didn't even realise it. Season review then, Blackburn are expected to claim a top half finish, and they did just that. I think you should change the did just and just did that, because we finished the bottom position of the top half. Rovers struggled to find their best form at times, but were otherwise able to enjoy a campaign which saw them produce a highly respectable finish. You're wrong. It's not respectable for me. End of season confidence review. They are pleased with my management. They are happy with a 3-3 draw against Aston Villa. Really? Why are they happy with that's a major highlight of the season, was drawing 3-3 with Aston Villa in the last episode. Wasn't even the last episode, it was this episode. Major criticism, 0-0 draw with Preston. Yep, I was not happy with that either. I mean, how are they happy? How are they pleased with me? Budgets for next season then, £425,000 a week. 1.56 million transfer budget is not a lot. I've just seen the next piece of news. The board have announced plans to build a new stadium and are in the process of searching for suitable sites and possible investors. The main reason behind the decision was that Rovers' current ground, Ewood Park, is an old venue with high maintenance costs, and the board felt it would be more beneficial to build a brand new stadium. The board have, however, pointed out that this will not be a smooth process, and it will be some time before any plans can be finalised and put into action. Well then, okay, training facilities are getting upgraded. They've canned the youth facility ones, I don't know why. And they want to talk to me about improving our youth level. Yes, of course, it's a great idea. Always improve the youth level. Finally then, end of season meeting. What do we say? Playoffs? Let's go playoff. No, top half. Top half has to be what it is, which I'm not happy with top half. That is going to do it then for this episode and this season. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. There might be a couple of days where there's no episodes, particularly of this save, or maybe another save. I don't know, because I need to kind of work out, do I want to continue this? Do I want to try something different? I'm not sure yet, so I expect maybe Monday next week there might be a new episode. It might be tomorrow, don't know, but I wouldn't hold your breath. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.